One day, a man was drowning in the water. And a boat came by and said, "Do you need any help?" He said, "No, thank you. God will save me." Then another boat came by, said, "Do you need any help?" And he said, "No, thank you. God will save me." Then he drowned and went to heaven. And he said, "God, why didn't you save me?" And God said, "I sent you two big boats, you dummy."
It's hard to hear God's voice when you already decided what you want Him to say.
Now I will never be your hater, I'm your biggest fan. I hope it falls into place just how you planned it. Life could put you in a pickle, just make sure it's kosher. Lean on me like Bill Withers until you smell the roses. What's happening, fam? L.A.R movement still moving. Subscribe or die trying. You see the thumbnail. More importantly, you saw the clip. Some people are rather drown. People want life to be what they want it to be when they want it to be it. And this is the thing, like when you ask for something or when you're searching for something, you're going to get what you ask for and you're going to find what you're looking for. But a lot of us, we're at a point in our society where you'd rather drown because when you get what you ask for, I didn't ask for it that way. So it's not, so nah, that's not what I need, and if y'all don't know, that was Pursuit of Happiness, the clip, and and it resonates to this day because you hear it over and over again. People when they were younger, I just want a car, and then people get them a car. Car ain't good enough. Okay, or they get them a car, the car ain't good enough, and then they try to trade the car for the car that they really wanted and wind up having no car at the end of the day because you just didn't have any gratitude. Or I need good people in my life and good people come in your life. And then when they come in your life and you go, this is just not the time, I need you to put up with my BS. I'm looking for good people, but I'm not going to be good back to you. So, you just got to stick around until I figure it out. And then people leave your life. You know, God, I'm looking for love, and somebody comes along that loves you, but they just don't fit the mold of what you want them to fit, and then they're gone. So at the end of the day, it's like, man, y'all are rather drown because there comes a point where, and I hate to say it in this way, but it's the only way I could say this. There comes a point where God is going to stop answering your prayers. You know, you asked for it, you prayed for it, it was on your heart. God answered you. But in one way or another, you chose to tell God that ain't, hey dog, if you know everything, you know that's not what I want. God never asked you about what you wanted. God brought you what you needed. See, you'll give away what you need and keep longing in the world for what you want. And the crazy part about it is, if you hold out long enough, you're going to get what you want. And then you're going to find out that that's not what you need. And that's a hard pill to swallow. That's a hard lesson to learn. So, in essence, some of y'all deserve to drown. When you listen to the story, he said he asked God to save him. He sent one boat, then he sent another boat. See, there's not going to be, and if I'm not mistaken, in the actual story, it was like three boats. It was like a raft, um, a barge, and a yacht, or something like that. And because the boats kept getting bigger, and it was like, no, I'm just gonna be here. God gonna handle it. And sometimes I'm gonna say this: sometimes you drown because your lack of awareness. Like some people, look a gift horse in the mouth. You don't remember that I asked for this and I just got it. Like some people could go, oh, I asked for this, and this is, and I can recognize this is it right here. This is the opportunity right here. This is the moment right here. Because some people recognize to be appreciative. Because if you're wanting something or needing something and praying for something, and that something shows up, you gotta pay attention and recognize it's there. It's not gonna show up the way you want it to. You want it to show up in a Rolls Royce. You get what I'm saying? You want it to show up with floating on a cloud with money falling from the sky. That's not how it's gonna happen. You're gonna get what you asked for. But too many people are rather drown. That's part of all these people on social media, like I said, talking about the relationship stuff. I hate to break the news to y'all, and I really don't have to break the news to y'all because everybody knows this. All the people you longing for and looking for now, you already had them. You blew it. You blew it. They were broke back then, and that was beneath you. And now you look at them now, they not broke no more. They weren't as attractive as you wanted back then, and now you look at it, they look pretty good. You get what I'm saying? They weren't established as you wanted somebody to be, and now they're established. They weren't as self-confident as you would like the person to be, but now they're self-confident. But you asked for that. Excuse me. Sometimes, the punishment is, you know, sometimes the punishment is you got to watch your blessing from afar and watch God give it to somebody else. You got to watch God give your blessing to somebody else. And some of y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. You know, there are things in life that people wanted to be, and they feel like God gonna take care of it, God gonna handle it, and you actually didn't put forth your best effort. And God took your dream or ambition or goal or aspiration, and you say God gave it to somebody else. Mm-mm, mm-mm. God gave it to both of y'all. You just didn't. You just didn't want it as much. And sometimes things happen, and I'm not talking about when things happen and it kind of ruins the situation. I'm talking about when you got comfortable with God. It's like, it don't matter what I do, God gonna look out for me. That's not true. You're gonna drown. God has rules, regulations, stipulations. But God's love is unconditional, but his blessings ain't. just for the record. What about these people and those people? God ain't the only one that bless people, man. And I'm not saying that to disrespect or discredit people who, you feel like don't deserve to be blessed. And sometimes you look at people that quote unquote don't deserve to be blessed. You don't know what they came from. You didn't deal with what they dealt with. So it looks to you, they may be dysfunctional, but they're not undeserving. So, for the people who need to hear this, God will let you drown. And some of y'all chose to drown. And nobody can help you when that happens. So I'm going to leave it at that. Like, share, subscribe, or die trying. Catch y'all on the next one. Peace. You ever been at the top of the universe? I'm going to tell you that.